Hello, everyone. I'm glad you're here today. Let's get right to it. I'm going to bring you two dreams that, if you'll listen to the end of this, you'll find out do go together and actually do affect and enlighten us as to what is happening now with the food shortages and what's coming and how to prepare. Now, call me slow, but I just now put these two together. These two dreams happened within 2 days of each other. The first one is on November 28th, 2021, and the second one is on November 30th, 2021. Until recently, until the last week, I have not put these two dreams together as a combined meaning for what is coming. But it is as if the Holy Spirit has opened my mind and made me look back and say, child, these two things go together. Get ready. The first dream I had on November 28th, and I have made a video of this dream earlier. I feel like I need to reiterate it and probably put more urgency into this dream's meaning based on what's happened in the last month, 6 weeks, and the wheat shortage. All right. November 28th, 2021, I was in the backyard of an older house that we used to live in. It was nighttime, and this house, our town, is actually by a huge grain elevator in rural Texas. We're in an agricultural community, and grain is stored in this elevator. It is massive. I was in the backyard. It was at night, and suddenly I heard this huge explosion. I have never heard such a loud noise in my life. I covered my ears and fell to the ground. And I ran inside the house, yelling to my family, something has exploded, something has exploded. And somehow I just knew it was the grain elevator. I just knew in my spirit the grain elevator had exploded. And we were trying to get our shoes on. I was trying to find shoes for my children, could not find them. We got our shoes on finally, got in a white pickup to drive by the elevator and look at it. And as we were driving by the elevator, it was flaming, and I just knew there's more bombs inside of this elevator. There's more bombs that are meant to go off, that bombs had been planted inside of it, and that there were more coming, more explosions. And so I just knew, I told the family, I said, we have got to get further away, because when this grain elevator explodes, debris is going to rain down on us. And so we gathered our things and got ready to move further away from the grain elevator. Because in truth, that older house is, in real life, the older house was quite close to the elevator. So that dream ended. I woke up that night and I got up, and then I went to the bathroom, came back and got in bed and went to sleep, and then dreamed another dream that referenced the grain elevator explosion dream. This second dream that night, I was at the church building and we were at worship. We were worshiping, and there were others there that were sharing their dreams. And I turned to one of our elders of the church and I said, I had a dream last night that the grain elevator exploded. I told him that. And I said, our shoes weren't ready, but now we have our shoes lined up and ready to go. And my daughter was making pancakes in the church kitchen. And this is the part of the dream I didn't include in the last video because I didn't think it was relevant, but now I do. My daughter was making pancakes in the church kitchen, and I went in there and I asked her how they were coming, and she said they just looked awful. They were a dark brown, and I asked her what happened, and she said, I thought the church would have flour, but they don't. And I said, even if they did, it would be old and stale and out of date. And that was the end of the dream. I think that dream is self-explanatory as far as the interpretation. There may be some spiritual meaning underlying it, but take that, and you probably should be buying supplies right now, especially flour and grains. The next dream I had, it was on November 30th, 2021. And this dream was kind of a flash dream. I had actually been up worshiping, and sometimes I get really sleepy when I worship because I get up at 4 and I worship for a long time. And sometimes it's nearly like God puts me to sleep, and sometimes he talks to me in my dreams during that time. So I had gone to sleep and I had this dream right before actually, let me take that back. This dream was like before I got up in the morning. So it wasn't a flash dream. It was actually part of a night's sleep. So November 30th, 2021, I got up in my dream, and I had my dog with me, Chloe. She's a little toy poodle. And I went to the store on Sunday. I was going to go to the store on Sunday to shop, to get food. And the name of our store in our town, before it closed, the name of our store in our local stores in these little towns, they're called Lowe's, Lowes. Kind of like the hardware store, except it's the grocery store. And it's Lowe's, and they're little bitty stores for little bitty communities. So I went to the grocery store. I went to Lowe's, had my dog with me. When I got to the store, there was this, I remember it being, it was kind of dark. I mean, it was daytime, but it was dusty looking, and it was kind of gray. And there were a lot of weeds and old grass growing. It looked like that people hadn't been there in a long time. I looked at the store sign that's supposed to say Lowe's, Lowes, but it didn't say Lowe's. The E and the S had been scratched out, leaving the word low, Low. And that was the end of the dream. I don't know, God is so faithful. He's so beautiful. He's so gentle. And he warns us. And I think these two dreams that were dreamt 2 days apart, I think we should put them together. And I think when the word Lowe's is changed to low food at the grocery store, that is what we're seeing. I think the Lord is saying famine is coming. Low food shortage, low food availability is coming. And it's going to explode like the grain elevator. And we're not going to be able to get food. So those are two things that I want you to think about, pray about, respond to. I'm just telling you what the Lord showed me. Do with it how the Holy Spirit moves you. That's all I've got. This is Gina Lima Charlie. Stay close to God. I'm out.